Are you ready, people?
I am ready.
If you're ready, send us a gift. I love this gift thing.
Maybe instant gift.
Oh, thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. Okay. So, what do marijuana and gorillas have in common? Find out with us right now on our show. Welcome back, everyone. I am Sara Moore. I'm joined by my lovely, amazing co-host, Miss Midori Verity. Our hit live streaming reality talk show is filled with unique, entertaining, raw, uncensored conversations and interviews with powerhouse men and women like the gentleman we're bringing on today, who's going to talk about pot, yes, also known as marijuana. So it's going to be quite a show. We're very excited to welcome on our guest co-host, Mr. Nick Verity, who is also Midori's son. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, we have some.
Thank you.
We have so much exciting stuff going on today. It's definitely the theme of today is not PC. That is the theme of our show today, Sara. But it's going to be so much fun because we do have, as Sara said, my son, Nick Verity, who is killing it right now on Kickstarter. He started at a certain goal. They have exceeded it by what? Over 1,000%.
We're over 2,000 now.
Over 2,000%. And how many days?
Yeah.
5 days?
It's been 7 days.
Okay, in 7 days. So he obviously has done something right. And he's coming to us live from DreamWorks. And then we have another guest, Mr. Mike Kwesell, and he is the pot king, marijuana king. He knows a lot about business, and he has taken his skills into the marijuana business in Colorado, and he has grown it to a $15 million Uber business. And so we are going to be hearing about that as well. So make sure you guys stay till the end.
So if you're new and just joining us, because we hope you are, and we love that you guys are on this journey with us, we'll do some quick introductions. Starting here, I am, again, Sara Moore. I am the CEO of a social media marketing agency based in Dayton, Ohio. And a random fact about me is that I'm currently coaching a U10 soccer team. And I've actually been coaching my son's soccer team for quite some time now. But this is why I don't have a voice, because I am that mom that's not only cheering for her kid on the sideline, but I'm also the coach. So I'm like, clear it out of the middle. And then I'm like a former basketball player, right? So I'm like, guard the basket. And everybody's like, it's a goal, And so, but I'm doing the best I can and having a good time at it.
Are you one of those coaches that is yelling like at the kids, run faster, push them out of the way?
A little bit. I mean,
I know how competitive you are, and that's what I envision. So I don't know what you're going to say, because I know you're trying to make yourself look the best right now, but I think you're that mom. I think you're that one saying, get out of the way, run faster.
Yeah. Ask Chris Strub. Chris came up from Kentucky. He's on here today. And for those that don't know, Chris Strub, he's the first person to live stream in Snapchat in all 50 states. He did 50 states in 100 days. So he came up to watch. He just came up and I took him to Kings Island, but he got to watch my soccer team. So Chris, in your opinion, am I the yelling
crazy mom?
The yelling crazy soccer
voices at Kings Island. So it sounds
oh my gosh, that's a yeah. I was actually, dirty words came out of my mouth, and there were 9-year-olds behind me, and I felt so bad. I was scared for
much
my
more
life.
than a crazy yelling mom. Okay, so anyway, so I am Midori Verity. I'm a relationship and lifestyle coach. I'm also the author to Secrets to a Kick-Ass Marriage. And I am the host of the Ultimate Relationship Show. And a random fact about me, I don't know, that I suck at cooking. I'm like the worst cook ever. But the way that I have made up for that a little bit, I can arrange food like you've never seen before. So I guess I can be a food arranger, but don't ever want to come to my house to have a nice meal. And then we have Nick Verity with us. And he may be frozen right at the moment, which it kind of looks like he is.
Yeah.
But he is live with us from DreamWorks. This is where he's doing an internship all summer. And he is our special co-host, and we will also be interviewing him because he has done some amazing things. Like I said a second ago, he has started a Kickstarter campaign, which is totally not PC, but they are killing it in the college age world. And he's going to be talking about how he did that. He was the marketing guy for that. And it's just going bonkers. It's going crazy. So anyway, he's going to be coming on with us as soon as we can get him back on.
I know. I had to
kick him out.
He wasn't like coming back, so I'm going to reinvite him. But I'm having a hard time loading. So,
yeah, so you guys bear with us. We're on Fire Talk right now, and we're trying to work through all the little glitches, but
it's likely that we might not stay on Fire Talk.
Hey, there he is. Hey, Nick.
Hello.
Hey, Nick.
So we just introduced you. Hi, Mom. So we just introduced you, and now we're going to talk about you. So, Sara, did you have some questions for Nick?
Well, okay, so you just introduced him, right? Okay. And you're at, what's the name of the university? Cal Poly?
Pomona.
Okay. So are you also in a fraternity? Is that right?
Yes, SAE. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's this whole deal like with, isn't there like this fraternity drama going on? Is it at your school? Is this
with my fraternity?
She's talking about SAE in general and how you guys got in big fat trouble because of songs that certain kids were singing on buses.
Yeah,
what is that?
That was a chapter over in the East Coast. Yeah, they messed up.
Like as if
they messed up really bad, so they all got dropped from the fraternity, and it caused a lot of hell nationally. Especially for
you guys all know what he's talking about. I'm sure this was in the news. What, about 6 months ago?
Yeah, you can look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, SAE got in big fat trouble. But Nicholas is in Southern California, in the LA area. One bad apple ruins the whole barrel. You're right, Mike. You're right. But there's so many other great kids, and the stuff that a lot of these other fraternities are doing, not just SAE, but all these other fraternities, they do some really neat, cool things for the community and in general. So it kind of sucks that you guys got so much bad press for that, but you move on.
Yeah, I agree. So, but tell me though, like has it affected your fraternity, like where you are, or are you guys still like strong? Do you feel like it's hurt your name or?
Well, we live our house is in a kind of a bad area. Pomona isn't necessarily the nicest area. So we, for a while, were kind of on edge. So I think we put down our letters. We have letters that sit on the top of our house. We had to hide them inside just in case someone that was maybe affected by the incident may want to retaliate. So we were on edge for a little bit, but nothing ended up happening. But over the media was probably the toughest part. It was just everywhere, but it's all good now.
So now you guys have also like worked to you guys have done good things in your fraternity. Didn't I see something where you guys like helped a local hospital and stuff too?
We do a lot of work with St. Jude's. The whole Greek community does at Cal Poly. So we usually raise around, I believe it's $20,000 to $30,000 on a night called Up for Dawn. So we do philanthropic stuff. It's not just partying. So other stuff too. Yeah.
So, okay, Nicholas, because I know you're such a music guy, and Sara, you love music too. Did you guys watch the VMAs?
I fell asleep.
I did too. What? None of you watched it? Seriously?
No.
Okay, so Ed, you're saying it was terrible? I didn't think it was all terrible.
I caught like the recap, kind of.
Did you see gosh, what's her name? The one who was with Chris Brown for a while. Is Beyonce done singing yet? What's her name, you guys? Nicholas, what's her name? The one that used to be Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna. I thought her little thing she opened, she was really good, I thought.
Yeah, I heard she killed it.
Yeah, she looked good.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you should, because I thought it was really good. Hey, Logan.
Logan says Beyonce killed it.
She killed it. Okay, and then what about, have you guys heard about all this Chris Brown drama? Since we're talking about
Again?
that. Again.
Isn't he the one that like hurt Rihanna?
Yes. Nick, did you hear about it?
No, I did not.
Okay, you guys have got to get on.
Hold on. Is this our segment called News Not Worth Talking About?
No, this is Hot Talk Raw Topics. That's later.
Okay.
That's later. So
I'm kidding.
Okay, so Chris Brown, it was all over the internet. It was trending. He obviously has a problem with anger management, especially when it comes to women. And so it was Miss America or Miss something or other was at his house, and it was around 2:30 in the morning. She called 911. He was pointing a gun at her, threatening her.
What?
Yeah. Ding, ding. So, of course, he's Chris Brown. They're going to call the police. Everyone's going to come. Yeah. So, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I just got chills. Like, who do people think they are?
He thought he was Chris Brown. He's already gotten in trouble. So, I don't know. But just very, very bad choices. And at least he's consistent.
Right.
Love his music and performing the best, but he's an idiot. Yeah. I agree. Gotta agree.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Nick, you have any feedback on this?
Nope, do not.
Okay, so anything exciting happened at DreamWorks this week that we should know about that you can tell us? Or do we all need to like sign an NDA?
Yeah, you need to sign an NDA.
Let's pretend that we all did. So it's all good. No one will know. You can tell us.
No, we were acquired by NBC Universal though, so there's been some changes, a lot of meetings with NBC, and that's been kind of cool to go through an acquisition. But other than that, not too much is new.
All right.
You're getting so much experience there.
He wants to know, Mike Hines wants to know if you've met Steven Spielberg.
I didn't meet Spielberg, but I met his co-founder of DreamWorks, Jeff Katzenberg, who was the CEO until he stepped down about a week ago. So I met him, got a picture with him. So that was cool. Yeah.
Is that exciting? Is he a cool guy?
Yeah, he's short, but he works extremely hard and he's super personable. He's a cool guy.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with being short, Nick. Just so we all are clear.
Yeah.
5'2" and below is the best.
Right, yeah.
That's what I've heard.
I second that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring on our other guest. His name is Mike Kwesell, and he is the king of pot. And he's much, much more than that. But we're going to hear all about how he and his brother started a marijuana business in Colorado. And we're going to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly of the industry. And we're going to find out all the secrets. So go ahead and hop on.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, ladies. How are you?
Great.
Good. How are you?
Good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Are you high right now?
Slightly.
Okay. I was just wondering. Question number 1, how high are you?
We're about 1 mile above sea level up here. It's mile high.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what brought you into the marijuana business.
Well, oh gosh, about 10 years ago, we realized that there were legal protections in Colorado for those people that wanted to participate in medical marijuana. And we, within our network of people, our network of friends and extended friends, met a lot of people that expressed an interest in supplanting, like a narcotic-based pain, killing regimen with a natural alternative. And now that there were these legal protections coming above board, people were getting more curious about it. And so me and my brother went and got a bunch of patients and started growing for them. And from there, expanded to where we are now. We literally started out with about 3 plants in our buddy's closet. That was back in early 2009.
Wow.
So you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. We were definitely one of the first businesses around in Colorado, regulated like above board businesses.
How long ago did they make it legal to do what you're doing?
Back in early 2000, the green rush, quote unquote, kind of took place in, late 2009, early 2010 with a memo that came out. Did you guys lose me there?
No, we lost
Nope.
Nick. You're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
With a memo that came out stating that the federal government would not prosecute, companies that were operating within the confines of their state laws. So states that wanted to have a medical marijuana program, even though it was never considered federally legal, those people were able to participate and set up regulated businesses in those states, and Colorado was the first one.
Wow.
Mm.
And now I think I knew that, but what is it specifically about marijuana that makes it appealing for the medical community, for the medical world? Like, what does it actually do? Is it just like, does it help with pain management, or?
Yeah, I think pain management is probably one of the most widely known ailments that people use marijuana for.
Yeah.
I'll say we've always run our company like a business. We don't really, we're not, sitting on a soapbox preaching crazy political ideologies or anything about marijuana. And there are those people, but I will say, from opening up our doors almost 8 years ago and having a bunch of people coming to see us then who were on a narcotic-based regimen for, everything from oxycodone to even worse things, and people who are on like illegal street drugs too, people who are on meth trying to get off, all this other stuff. So we would see these people coming in our store years and years and years ago who now they still come to see us, and they're completely different people. They've completely turned their lives around. We have one patient, we call him Ground Zero, actually. He was one of our very first patients almost 8 years ago, something like that. And to this day, he still has not gone to another marijuana store other than ours. And what's happened in his life, I mean, he's just he's a great example for people turning their lives around, people that were screwed up. I mean, legitimate car accidents, sports injuries, people get on these prescriptions, and one thing leads to another, and it causes a downward spiral in a lot of cases. And marijuana has really been able to turn that around.
Do you know anything? Sorry, Midori.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you know anything about like marijuana helping with cancer? Is that
absolutely, yeah?
Or
yeah,
okay,
absolutely. There's bounds and bounds of research that will verify that cannabis eradicates cancer cells, straight up kills it.
Okay.
I know at least I know I'm not going to die of cancer.
Wow. Okay. So I haven't heard that. I've heard, and I don't read this. I don't, I'm not up on all the facts. I've heard of it to help people with nausea or if they're losing a lot of weight. Mm-hmm. So talk to us a little bit more about that, because cancer, everyone in my family seems to get cancer. So talk to us, and prevalent in everyone's life. So talk to us about that. How does someone come to you and they usually have cancer already, or do they come to you beforehand?
No, you know what? I can't say we have a lot of firsthand experience with a plethora of cancer patients. We don't work with any oncology clinics or anything like that. We have within, our patient group, several people that do have cancer, but they had cancer long before they came to see us. The guy I'm telling you about, Ground Zero, actually, he had cancer when he came to see us, and his cancer went into remission within the last couple months, but he has been off cancer medication for years. He's absolutely cold turkey got off it, supplanted it with copious amounts of cannabis. He also does like a CBD regimen, a cannabidiol regimen, which is basically like a hemp extract. It has it doesn't get you high, no psychoactive effects. He's just been bombarding his system with cannabinoids in every way, shape, and form, and his cancer has now gone into remission. So from a first-hand perspective, I mean, you see it, what it does to these people's lives, what it's done for his family is incredible. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of cases on that. Not to mention ample amounts of, lab research proving that cancer will straight up eradicate, cannabis, cannabinoids will straight up eradicate cancer cells. It's a powerful, powerful medicine.
So what's a what are you saying? Cannabinoid? It's
cannabinoids, derivatives of the, just derivatives of the cannabis plant, and any kind of, you can ingest them via smoking, flower, which is, we refer to marijuana here. When you guys think of marijuana, you guys probably think of smokable marijuana. We refer to that as flower here, because marijuana here is just an umbrella statement. So you ingest it by either smoking marijuana, smoking extracts, dabbing is a very popular way to do it. An endless array of.
Can you show us any of this? Can you
You know what? I'm off site actually.
All right, I was just checking.
I have.
Show us
I was gonna do this interview from our enormous greenhouse, but
that would have been really cool. Maybe another time we can even do like a live, just random day. That'd be fun.
If you guys want to, we could definitely do a walkthrough down there.
That'd be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you have people who come to you and they have some kind of ailment or they're trying to get off medication or whatever? Do you find yourself becoming a little bit of, I hate to use this word because I can almost tell how you're going to react, but like almost like a doctor or someone who is more of a, can guide them?
Yep, absolutely. We can guide them. First and foremost, we're not doctors. When they come into our store, they don't meet a doctor. They don't talk to a doctor. We don't have anything to do with giving them their, their reg card, which is the actual state issued ID card that lets them legally purchase and possess marijuana. So we have nothing to do with any of that. What we do is we run our business in such a way where we offer them a very, very, very consistent supply of a strain or a group of strains that works for them. So we have within our suite of genetics probably about 60 to 75 strains of at any which time 20 to 50 will be on our shelves within our network of stores. And so people who will find something that works very, very, very well for them, like in relieving anxiety. A person who has really bad anxiety and wants to treat it with cannabis, if they get the wrong stuff, it can be a traumatic experience, a very bad experience. And so somebody like that who's had a bad experience and is afraid to try cannabis to help something like anxiety, when they come to us and they find something that works, they can, they depend on it. So, we always grow the same strains in the same environments. We rotate a few in here and there, but for the most part, it's not, we treat it with a very medicinal, foundation ideology here. It's like these people are coming in, they depend on us having this on our shelves. And so it's almost like it's our duty to make sure that, that jar is always full for those people.
Okay.
But what works for one person is completely different for another person.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm from Ohio, and there was this really huge uproar last year about Nick Lachey purchasing and like taking over as like a monopoly of some kind with because it's illegal in Ohio. So there was it was on the ballot to make it legal, but Nick Lachey was going to like end up exploding and like have a monopoly. So we ended up not passing the law, even though most people wanted it passed.
Right.
Like, how can we like remove things like that from happening so that this can become more available?
Oh gosh, proactively, there is no way to remove stuff like that from happening. That's the organic evolution of something coming out of prohibition, which honestly, what motivates most people is a perception of a better than average, a better than normal profit margin. People think they can, make a lot of money in the marijuana business. And people have made a lot of money. People are making a lot of money in the marijuana business. But there's a lot of things that come into play. There's there's an excruciating amount of regulations that go into it. Being compliant takes a lot more man hours and a lot more expertise, and that just adds to your bottom line.
So let me just ask you, Mike, let me just ask you real quick because, I'm in California. Marijuana has been, we have the, what do they call it? The Emerald Corner or the Emerald Triangle or something up here. Yep. That's where I live. And so the illegal market has been going on for a long, long time.
Right.
Do you feel by regulating marijuana, saying, okay, it's legal now, that illegal market goes away, or that, how does that change? Because in California, it's going to be on the ballot coming up here in November.
Well, I know about it. Yeah. The thing is, if you're growing it illegally or, partaking in the cannabis industry in an unregulated manner in any way, shape, or form, you simply have an unfair advantage. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's the bottom line truth. What really kind of, hinders our progress financially are things like excruciating taxes. We're legally obligated to install, for example, camera systems that are excruciatingly expensive. If we want to make brownies or cookies or chocolate chips or anything like that, we have to install food grade kitchens. And now it's not like a restaurant isn't also bound by these laws, but they layer them on top of us to where, and then because it's, because it's cannabis, an inspector that comes into our facility is going to be so much more careful and so much more inclined to make you do things over and over. And all of this stuff makes everything slower, makes everything more expensive. And so over time, that's one of the biggest, prohibitors, I guess you could say.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, we all have kids. Sarah and I both have kids. She has young kids. I have a college student, one in high school, about to go to college. Talk to me about this being, and I hear about this from the cops a lot, is that marijuana is seen as a gateway drug to bigger things. Talk to us about that.
That's such a colloquialism, so based off something so far removed from anything factual. It's really hard to comment on that. I mean, I could argue with you and tell you I disagree, and we could drink a glass of wine and chit chat about it. But as far as marijuana being a gateway drug, it's perception. It's public perception. It's the way people, I think that has more to do with the way people raise their kids than it does with this being medically accessible to people and even recreationally accessible to people. Aspirin could be a gateway drug if a person's family raises a kid to think that. If you want to abuse aspirin that way, that could certainly be a gateway drug too. So a lot of that comes back to environment. A lot of it comes back to nurture. The state, like I can tell you, the state of Colorado has done a very, very, very good job as far as their advertising regulations, as far as what we can and can't do, and print ads and television and all that to make real damn sure that marijuana doesn't become this cool party thing that would be, I don't want to say okay, but not frowned upon as heavily if it was abused type thing. And that's not the case at all. I mean, marijuana, Colorado's invested heavily in a campaign on TV, on billboards everywhere, very professionally, very well done, about educating your kids about marijuana, about it not being, something to be abused. And it goes on and, does the same thing for alcohol, but it's very much marijuana based. And so there's, a lot of ways to kind of prevent and help steer that perspective. But as far as the blanket statement of marijuana being a gateway drug,
and I think that was a good response. I think your retort was, it's true. They can get into all kinds of stuff.
So I have to, I'm sorry, I don't mean to change the subject, but our show title is called "What Do Marijuana and Gorillas Have in Common?" And I just made it.
Do you have an answer to this, Sarah?
Yeah, somebody gave us an answer. Mike, do you have a funny response? They're both illegal to possess.
Oh,
I guess you're right.
See, everything that we do does jive.
It does.
It was planned.
Very clever. Very clever.
Okay, so Mike Hines wants to know, what is the most helpful way to consume marijuana?
The most helpful or healthful?
He said healthful. So smoking it, eating it.
Personal preference. Yeah. I'll tell you this. I'm sorry?
Does smoking it, does that affect your lungs like cigarettes do?
Not like cigarettes, but it's probably not to say there's zero negative health effects to that's probably not a true statement. You're smoking plant matter. That's kind of that's the drawback there. Those cell walls, there's chlorophyll in there, all that stuff you're smoking. It's not like you're smoking pesticides or chemicals or anything, but you're still smoking, cellulose and plant matter. You can do what's called a dab, where you vaporize like a very, very, very concentrated oil form of it. And that way you're not smoking the cellulose and the chlorophyll and stuff, but, you're still inhaling smoke. You can vaporize it. It's funny because when we first opened up our doors, 100% of our sales were, well, not 100, 95, 99% of our sales were flower, the smokable form of marijuana. And that's still very much the market leader as far as what carries the most weight in gross sales in the state. However, edibles and the averages of edibles coming up, the market share they've achieved now is huge. So many more people have learned about ingesting this via, everything from gummy bears to transdermal patches.
Wow.
suppositories. I mean, any way you can think to ingest anything, you can do it with cannabis.
You can do it.
So you can get so far removed from smoking marijuana. It's just like, as far as it being a gateway drug, when you walk in our store, I mean, the products on our shelves are made by some of the smartest teams of people with crazy medical backgrounds. I mean, it looks like you're in a pharmacy almost, you know. So there's nothing in there that would speak to, let's get wild and crazy and, you know, screwed up and use this stuff. It's a highly, highly controlled culture, highly controlled product.
Okay, all right. Enough pot talk. It's time for
the truth game. Okay, so you don't know about this, Mike, I don't think.
You know it?
Nope.
He doesn't? Okay.
Nope.
Yes. It's always so much better when you don't know about it.
Okay, so you're the only contestant.
Okay.
And the rule is you have to be totally honest, and there's no, like, you got to answer every question. There's no passes. We don't believe in passes.
Cool.
No passes. Okay, you ready? Who is the hottest celebrity of all time? Cameron Diaz. Oh, I've got options.
Okay, good.
Cameron Diaz, Beyonce, Jennifer Aniston, or Kylie Jenner.
What was the first one again?
Cameron
The first
Diaz.
option? The first option? Oh, Cameron Diaz. Oh, I forget now. Go through it again. One more time.
Okay. Cameron Diaz, Beyonce, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, for that
Kylie
group, it'd be Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
Come on.
She wins every time. We got to take her out.
Yes, we got to take her out.
We just
Well,
do.
it's just the most, like, genetically, aesthetically pleasing one of the bunch. That's simple.
Okay, all right, there you go. Okay, next question. What's a woman's first impression when they meet you? A, that you're brilliant. B, that you're hot, you're almost on fuego. C, you're the life of the party. And D, he looks like a guy who will buy me a drink.
Hold on, I'm changing the rules. I'm going to add one more. I'm going to add one more answer. There's E, and it is, that guy is so high.
There you go.
Normally, when I'm meeting a lady, all 5 of those things are going on at once. So she's probably
So all the above, brilliant,
all the above.
hot,
Yeah.
you're the life of the party. He looks like a guy who'll buy me a drink, and he's totally high.
Yeah.
All right, all together. I like it.
Oh, we're giving you a hard time. Okay, listen, really quick, Midori. I haven't been able to call Nick on. He's like, says he's not online. So can you text him and see or anything?
Okay, this is the college kid, guys. His phone is dead. So he went to go buy a charger.
Okay, so will we catch him, you think? Or
I think so. If not, Chris Straub, you're coming on. So stay here.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next one. In my computer's kind of freezing. If an audience member is interested in trying to hook up a date with you, should you be single, where should they look? Match.com, Tinder, at church, under a rug because dating freaks you out, or in a karaoke bar?
Match.com.
Oh, okay.
Okay, ladies, if you are looking for a date with Mike, I don't even know if you're married or
Well,
single.
hey, that was the best option. You're giving me options here, so
I was just giving him options. He could be very taken. We don't know yet. That's the next question. Are you single or married?
Or occupied? Tell us.
I'm single.
Oh, he's single.
We're gonna line you up for a segment we're doing. We'll call you in for it at another time.
Do it.
We're gonna help you find the perfect girl and get you married on TV.
I like it.
Yeah. How about that?
Okay, so last question. Are you ready, Mike?
Yep.
You're at a party and an attractive guest mentions that they have a waterbed. Do you, A, change the subject to something more tasteful, B, say, that sounds nice, or C, mention that you have a new snorkel that you've been dying to try out?
Is the guest a man or a woman?
Oh, you can guess. We haven't had that question.
Yeah, again, either way, the snorkel.
The snorkel. I like it.
Either way, snorkel.
All right. Depends, and this person's saying, depends on how high he is. Could be.
God.
You have been great, Mike. Thank you so much. Where can people find you? Where can they learn more about your business?
Strawberry Fields.
Strawberryfields.com.
Yep. Well, just if they, yeah, our website's strawberryfieldsmmj.com.
Okay.
Is in medical marijuana, and if they just Google Strawberry Fields and then cannabis or marijuana or anything like that, it'll come right to us.
Okay.
Strawberryfieldsmmj.com.
You got it. Mm-hmm.
I think this typed right. There's like this super lag in anything I'm trying to do on my computer. So
there you go.
Oh my gosh, Mike, how fun this was. I learned so much about pot.
If you're looking for a date, Match.com is where you can find him.
Okay, yeah. I might sign up now. I might be convinced. I'll think about it. Hey, I got big guns too, but you can't tell because I'm distorted. Why am I distorted? Anyways, okay, Mike, we can let you go unless you want to hang out with us for a few minutes.
Thank you, ladies, very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for being here with us.
My mom's going to be so proud that I know all of this stuff about pot. So I'll be sure to let her know.
Tell your mom she can find me on Match.com, okay?
Okay. Bye, Mike.
Bye, Mike. All right, Chris, you want to hop on? You are our go-to guy.
He says he's a backup boy, and he's not a backup boy. He is a number one hitter.
You are a number one hitter. And poor Nick. Nick.
He's like not on at all. I tried to like invite him. Says he's not online or anything.
No, he's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris might have a hard time getting in because I don't know if he's ever like gone live on this. It's hard.
Didn't we have him on once? No.
Not that I know of, and he's not responding.
He's trying to get in right now, waiting for you to join. Oh, Chris, are you here? Okay.
You always see guests.
Are you still here? Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hi, Chris.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. Do you have headphones?
Somewhere. I wasn't anticipating an invite. Can I grab them real quick? Hang on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. This is so fun.
Okay, let's look at his back of his room. I see whiskey. Is that whiskey?
It's gotta be. He's in Kentucky. Or it's bourbon.
It's bourbon. And then what's but it looks
a bullet?
Yeah.
It's whiskey. It's bourbon whiskey. I didn't even know that's the same thing.
Me neither. Is that your bullet back there?
Yeah. Do you
put whiskey in there and then make a?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, this is Chris Strub.
That's okay.
And Chris, I'm going to give you a little introduction here. This is a very passionate man that wants to make a difference in the nonprofit community. And he has given up so much of his time, sacrificed a lot of his life to make it across the United States to help bring awareness to nonprofits. And he did it using live streaming and Snapchat. So it's so cool to have you on here. And you're not the backup guy. You happen to be one of the cool people that we just wanted to bring in because we know how cool you are. So.
Oh, thank you guys. It's lovely to see you. Sorry, I had my headphones at 100% volume. So Midori, when I plugged you in, it was like you guys were both screaming in my ears. It was very painful for a moment, but we're good now. Glad to be here. So yes, lovely to see you. And that was a very exciting marijuana discussion. I learned quite a bit.
I feel like I did too. Yeah.
I feel like
he's very knowledgeable.
I need to go get a waterbed now and sign up for Match.com. That'll be fun.
All the things that you learn on the show. So what would you say with that answer? With that last question that we asked, what was the last one? Oh, no, actually, Chris, I'm going to make you answer two questions. You ready?
Let's do it. Rock and roll.
Okay, because I know that you're single. If an audience member is interested in trying to hook up a date with you, where should they look? A, Match.com, B, Tinder, C, at church with the bourbon in the back seat, Or D, under a rug because dating freaks you out. Or E, karaoke bar.
Oh man. I mean, well, dating doesn't freak me out. I would think a karaoke bar would be great. That'd be fun. I mean, that'd be cool.
Okay.
That would.
Have you lost your voice too?
Sarah, we talked about this. I always sound kind of smoky voice like this.
Okay.
Plus I've been
smoking pot.
That's not true. No, I'm not high. I may have had a drink or two before the show. I mean, we can't confirm or deny that, but
that's what everybody does. They sit and they just drink and watch our show. It's the thing.
Midori, let's run it back about 4 months when I originally watched Moxie No.5 at 2 p.m. Thursdays or whatever it was, and both you ladies would carry your wine glasses around, and it was fantastic. Now we moved the show 10 a.m. Pacific. We moved the show to 9 p.m. Eastern. And Midori and Sarah's got a coffee cup in her hand.
I know. What's going on?
But I do have a glass of wine right here because I was excited to drink, but I can't because it just stings my throat. So I'm with the hot lemon water. I tried.
This is the world's smallest violin.
Because I do get funnier with a glass of wine.
Our show gets funnier with it. We recommend everyone drinks before our show.
Right. Logan, I hope you're wasted right now.
I can confirm Sarah is also more likely to go on roller coasters after a yin yang. That's how
I am. I am.
It was a good time this weekend.
It was. It was really fun.
So Midori, I have to ask. The young man who was on the in the square here where I am now before, that's not your boyfriend or that's not your husband? That's what is your relationship with that young man?
That's my son.
That is not true. I do not believe you. So what is the actual answer? Because you guys look like you're the same age. I actually don't believe you.
Oh my God. I love you, Chris. If you were here, I'd give you a huge kiss right now. But no,
Logan, send me one. Logan, send me one.
That's my 21-year-old son. And I hope he comes on because he started this. I'm going to just talk about it because it's so interesting. Anyway.
I know that's what I was going to say. Can we just talk about that with Chris?
Yeah. Let's just talk about it.
Let's do it.
He started a Kickstarter campaign. And so remember in the beginning of the show, I said, this is not the PC show. We all are clear. He's in college. He's 21. So you guys remember Harambe? Does anyone know who Harambe is?
Yes. The gorilla.
He's that gorilla.
Yeah. And wasn't it in Cincinnati?
I believe so. At
yes.
the zoo.
That's my zoo. That's the one we all go to. It's 45 minutes from me.
Yeah. So it's super sad. But Nick's a marketing major. And so he said he's here. Go ahead and add him.
Oh, where? Okay.
So I'm going to put in the link right here, but he's done this Kickstarter campaign. It started, their goal was $1,500. And I think at this moment, 7 days later, they're at 30,000. There he is. See, Nick.
All right, we're on.
Phone charged.
You made it just in time.
Catch me up. Where are we at?
I'm so proud of you.
Okay, so talk to us about your Kickstarter campaign. How did you?
Well, hold on. Yeah, can I introduce him since he's coming in?
Go ahead.
Okay, and Chris, if you're comfortable, stay in with us and join the conversation. Are you cool with this?
He wants to know if he's frozen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay,
Sarah,
so
right,
really
cool.
quick,
Then,
I'm just
let's go.
my
Rock and roll.
computer's a tad bit frozen. Okay, so here's the thing. Not only is Nick a phenomenal young man, but he is the brains behind this genius Kickstarter campaign centered around the gorilla, Harambe. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
So, okay, he was killed a few months ago when a child fell into the gorilla's home. And so that's what he's going to talk to us about. Again, I mentioned at the beginning of the show, he's currently a senior at Cal Poly Pomona. Okay, but he's also a marketing major, and he's crazy involved with amazing internships. He has done an internship at NASA, He has his own product and business called Lono Drop, which is such a cool idea, business, everything. And now he's here at DreamWorks, where he has started this Kickstarter campaign. So, Nick, you're like running out of the gate, like Usain Bolt ran the 100 meters in the Olympics. Are you ever going to slow down?
I don't see myself slowing down unless I were to get injured, but even then I'd still keep going,
okay.
So that's the idea.
You'd go through it?
Yeah.
I'm so excited to talk to you about this because I'm pretty sure the gorilla was at the Cincinnati Zoo, right?
Yeah, which is your home, right? Ohio?
Yeah. It's my home place.
Cool. So have you heard a lot about it already?
I mean, it's been a few months ago since I've heard like news about it, but yeah, it was everywhere. People were so upset about
tell
it.
us, Nick, tell us about this Kickstarter. What made you guys, I believe it was 3 of you that came up with this idea. I mean, just tell us how it just, were you guys drinking? I'm sure you weren't smoking pot because that's illegal. And I know you wouldn't be doing that. So tell us.
So it was actually 2 of my brothers in the fraternity. It was their idea. They were at a social gathering and decided to take shots. And standardly, you take a shot for something. And so one of them said, for Harambe, let's do it for Harambe. And then that's where our big marketing tagline came out, because we were like, where my co-founder Richie was like, well, he took a shot for us, we should take a shot for him. And so that has been really the pinnacle of like all our advertising campaigns, and all the articles that have wrote about us have all stated that, and that's pretty much really helped us grow. But that's
Chris, why are you clapping? Is that awesome? You want a shot?
It's beautiful. And Sara, I know you're in the marketing industry, and sometimes those simple messages are what resonates the best. Well, that's all you need to say, Nick,
to you guys. Their
for Harambe.
Tagline is shots for Harambe, because he took one for you. That's their tagline.
Perfect. It's perfect.
So I'm looking at it right now. It's up to $31,561. How did you do this? How did you, you put it up? How did you get it to go viral like this? What did you do? What's your secrets?
So what's interesting with this Harambe thing is an entire community exploded around basically making satirical communities around it. So there's all these Facebook communities that have like over 100,000 likes on them, Instagram, Twitter, and they're these pages that are literally called Harambe. And a ton of people subscribe to them. So we direct message these groups, and some wanted money, some didn't. But since our campaign matched their content, they were willing to post for us. And so in one day, some big page posted for us, got 4,500 shares. And from there, we went from 10% of our goal to around 200% in 2 days. And really it's just been these pages that just already have this community going. And since our content matched theirs, it just kind of went viral. So that's how it started.
That's like genius.
Did you reach out to them, or did you how did they find you?
Yeah, we reached out to them, especially in the beginning. We had no following, and I knew we had to get a community. We started this a week before we launched the campaign, which is, no one really does that with Kickstarters. It's not recommended, but we basically just go to these groups and we'll message them on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and we'll post our link and say, we just went live with a Kickstarter. It's hilarious. He took a shot for you, took a shot for him. And since it matches their content, it's not really advertising for them. So they will agree to post it. And that's really how it started.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's so good for you, man.
Logan is on here, and she said you're her hero. And she said, can we all get a shot glass? And we can, right? If we donate to the Kickstarter, do we get a shot glass, or how does that work? What are you giving away?
Yeah, exactly. So they're only shot glasses, and we have 5 tiers. So it's the one shot for $12, and then we have the Tupac 2-pack. And what that is because he's another legend that died. And so,
I'm sorry. Why is that funny? That should be so sad.
It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Like I said, this is the non-PC show.
I lost it because Chris lost it. Okay, stop. Don't.
So,
yes.
Sarah, can I ask him one question?
Oh wait, he's froze.
So Nick, I've
we
seen
hear you?
recently that
He was probably like, I have to
Nick
get off of
freeze?
here before I
Is he still there?
laugh anymore about this.
we need to contribute as a group to Nick's get a cell phone charger Kickstarter. That would be good.
Okay, but Chris, what's your
Okay.
so
well, I guess
Midori and I knew about
guess
this
he's
already.
gone.
Chris, what's your reaction? Like, can you believe? I mean, 7 days, $30,000, like a week's time. Why do you think this like is making it?
Yeah.
Because it's so simple. You know, like I think when you I don't want to invoke Brian fans though, but when you think like a fan and you say shots for Harambe, it's so simple and easy that you get it immediately. There's no track that you need to follow to get to that point to say, yes, I like this. So when you keep your marketing very, and it's a great lesson in marketing, to be honest with you. This is such a bad pun, Sarah. Guerrilla marketing, right? That's really what it is, right? But it's so simple that you get it right away without needing to follow that full explanation or to read anything else or watch a full YouTube video.
You get it just by like looking at the hashtag.
It's really perfect.
But yeah, okay. So Nick, where were we?
Well, I think you hit it spot on with guerrilla marketing. That's really most of it. Yeah.
Can you guys add in anything else like Gorilla Glue?
That's
like,
what it is.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of people doing shirts right now.
Okay.
And we've had people submit ideas like smoke one for Harambe because he got smoked for us. Things like that. But as
oh my
now,
God, we just had your, actually, no, I totally don't support this, but we just had your connection on a little while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know if we'll expand to other products, but this one's working out for us so far.
Yeah.
So Nick, let me ask you one question. I know, Sarah, we're at the end of the hour, but I'll keep it quick. I saw in the news the other day that the marketing department from the Cincinnati Zoo is trying to actively encourage people to stop talking about this and to give it up, right? Have they contacted you and said, can you give this a rest? Like, we've heard enough about this.
I know that people were commenting on all their social media whenever they would post anything just about Harambe. So it would be like a new baby leopard was born and they would say, oh, Harambe will never have a kid. And literally this would just explode. And apparently the zoo ended up deleting their Twitter temporarily just because it got so heavy. So there's really just been this huge social media gathering. And most of it's satirical, but at the same time, I think in a way it's raising awareness for animal injustice, in a way. I think there's some truth to that. But yeah, so it's just been hilarious, and we've been able to capitalize on that, on this total social virality. And in fact, today, so basically we've been raising about $5,000 a day. But today we shot up. I think we've raised around $9,000 so far today because big news outlets posted about us. I think Complex Magazine posted about us, the Daily Dot, because it's content for them and it's doing really well. It's spreading virally. So it's less marketing for them and just it matches their content. And that's just been huge for us. Huge.
Yeah. That's the marketing lesson right there.
I love it. Do we have, I'm going to put the link to the Kickstarter campaign in here again. Mm-hmm. But And I don't know if our connection is good enough to like play our game with Nick, but I would love to.
Yeah,
what do you think, Midori?
absolutely.
Do we have it?
We
Okay.
have to play it. I can see it.
Logan is asking, what about Bantu the gorilla? Bantu?
Yes.
Who's that?
Was that the gorilla that was just born, or?
I don't know. Logan, is that the gorilla that was just born? She'll answer us back. But here's where we can go, right, to get the shot glasses and to donate to the Kickstarter campaign.
Yes.
I think that's the right link. Okay.
And you can also hit up Nick on Facebook. It's, what is it? Nick Verity is your handle?
Yeah. And Shots for Harambe is the Facebook.
Shots for Harambe. If you just do a search, it comes up. Shots for Harambe. I encourage you just to check it out because it's pretty funny. Okay, so
funny.
Nicholas, it is time for our game. And you're the contestant. Are you ready? Chris, you can.
It's really, this connection's a little spotty.
Okay.
Well, can you hear us?
Do you want to wait?
I can hear you, yeah.
Evan, you can play. Okay. So
You can play.
Sarah, tell us how this game works.
Okay, this is the infamous pyramid game. So I give you a tagline like shots, and then you name different kinds of shots, okay? But our topic is going to start with things that are frozen. And I'm going to describe these things to you, and you have to guess what I'm describing. But it's always about things that are frozen, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to set a timer. I can set a timer right here.
I have it. I have one here.
Okay, you do the timer.
Okay, hold on. And
1, 2, 3.
people, you guys can help him out in the chat box in case he gets stuck because he can't hear well.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get my timer. There it is.
Okay, so we'll do a timer and we have 30 seconds.
Okay.
And you have to guess 6 of my answers. Okay?
Okay, everyone clear? Topic, things that can be frozen.
All right.
Okay, ready?
No, I'm not ready because show notes are loading.
Okay, I have it right here. You ready, Nick?
Okay, you go. You want to go?
Yep. Okay, so things that can be frozen, go. Start saying them, Nick. Anything that can be frozen.
Okay, ready? This is something that is in front of me. This is something that's in front of me, and I use my webcam to turn on.
Oh, the connection?
It's frozen? No, I type on it, and I have a big screen.
Keyboard? Okay. Keyboard, computer.
Yeah.
Yes, computer. Okay, this is something that's like in my freezer, and I can pull it out and put it in my microwave, and I can eat it at 6 p.m.
At 6 p.m. Frozen dinner?
Yeah. Oh, yes. This is like when it's so cold outside, and you need to put socks on because something is.
That's okay because you know what? I forgot how this game works, so I forgot to say anything. Okay, but ready for the next one, Nick?
Sure.
You got 2.
Yeah. You got 2. Okay, so far you're not winning. You're not winning.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, so Sarah, you can type this one or shall I?
Okay, I will. Okay,
are you sure?
Get ready. Yeah, I'm gonna time it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, timer for 20 seconds.
30 seconds.
Stopwatch.
Things
30.
The initials
Ready? Go.
Things with the initials HD. Okay, what do you eat at the baseball game? We always get these at the baseball game. It comes in a bun.
Hot dog?
Yep. Okay, and who fell off a wall and broke? Nursery rhyme.
Broke?
Who fell off a wall and broke?
Humpty Dumpty?
Yeah. And what do I make my hair not wet anymore with?
A blow dryer.
Okay, close enough. Where?
It has to start with an H.
Oh, we got. Okay, what's this?
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Time.
Hair dryer.
Oh, you got it.
That's
okay, we'll count it.
That was good. That was 3. Okay, so you're getting better. You're one better.
H. Okay.
You're getting better.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's do this one. Okay. This is things people lie about.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to time it. Ready? Go.
Okay. This is how old I am.
Oh
my gosh. Are you there?
I'm here.
They both disappeared. That's
Your
great.
age?
I was like, can I say that? I'm not saying your age. Oh, good.
Oh.
That was getting stressful. But Midori, there's something in my chimney.
That's chirping. I can totally hear it.
Can you?
Yeah, I can totally
I'm
hear
so
it.
scared. I do have like a cage around it, you know?
Yeah, everyone can hear it. They're saying Rasta Pasta saying it's a cricket. It's a cricket. Crickets are fine. They're little.
I don't know. I think it's bigger than that.
It doesn't sound bigger, but you can think it's bigger.
Okay.
Have you been smoking something? Okay, so thank you so much to Chris Drop for subbing in. You're awesome. We want you to come back and help us out. He's a good co-host.
Yes,
You
I
are
was
a really good co-host.
on the last one with Chris. I was gonna have him do the guess the names. I was gonna let Chris do the last one, but Nick, you're awesome. Thank you so much to our co-hosts, to our guests. That you know, I feel high even though I haven't smoked anything. This show was incredible. Everybody is awesome. Next week's show, Midori, what do we have?
Next week's show, we are, if any of you have for Nick, any of you have a brand or a business that you want to expand and get out there even more, we have an expert coming on, Ann DeVeers, who is an expert on online TV. So she's going to be talking about how to do it right so that it ends up being a benefit to you rather than a non-benefit, something that can be destructive for you. So anyway, make sure you are on. Also, like us on our Facebook. That's where we give all the updates. We may not be staying at Fire Talk. There has been a number of technical issues, as sad as that is. So we are looking for a new home that is a little bit more reliable so that we can have our fans or our guests stay on a little bit longer. So please like us on Facebook, and it's Moxie No.5 is our
handle.
Yes. And we'll be doing the updates there and letting you know what exciting things we have coming up. We're going to have gifts that we're giving away, and we are going to be traveling to some amazing places where we'll be live, and we would love to meet you. So stay tuned for that. We have a bottle of wine that's going to be coming out very, very soon. So lots of exciting things coming up. And we hope that you will join us and get to be our friend, just like Chris Straub and all these other people who we've met. Nick Rinshaw, and we've had some really cool friends that we've met on Blab.
Oh my gosh. We have the best group of people around us. It's awesome.
We love you guys.
And so remember, if you want to be amazing, if you want to make a difference, if you want to move mountains or change the world or reach any kind of goal you set for yourself, get more Moxie. We will see you next week, same time, maybe a different place, but same time.
Yeah. We will see you then. Bye,
All
you
right,
guys.
bye.